Hey, I'm Jeff.
I'm Brad.
And today at Amis, we're going to show you how to make pork sausage.
First things first, we have a pork butt. You want a pork butt because it has a lot of marbling. It's got lean, it's got fat, it's got about 25% fat. We're only going to use a little bit of this. We're not going to use the whole thing today. So you're going to cut off a chunk, and then we're just going to cube that up.
While he's cubing the sausage, I'm going to smash this garlic clove, and I'm going to put it in the wine. We like to chop it up and put it in the wine because we don't like the pieces of garlic inside the meat.
Some people don't like it. I like the garlic in there.
Plus, that's the way they do it in the mother country. Not in Jersey.
In Jersey, the mother country, when you're doing a dry cured sausage, you never want to add garlic to it. But when I do a fresh sausage, I like to chop a little bit of garlic and actually put it in there because I like the flavor of garlic. All right, so we got the pork shoulder. Then we're going to add some fat back to that.
Mix it with the fat back. And then we like to mix all of our seasonings inside the sausage before we grind it for two reasons. One, it helps get all the seasonings incorporated. So when you mix it, it doesn't overmix and cause what's the word I'm looking for?
Like a fat smear.
A fat smear. So we're going to mix kosher salt, some chili flake.
And another important thing is when you're making sausage, you want everything to be ice cold. If it's warm, it's not gonna. If you've ever had like a crumbly sausage, that's because it was ground at too high a temperature. The fat gets almost turns into like a paste, and when you go to cook it, it all just leaks out of the sausage, and you're gonna wind up with a dry, crumbly sausage.
Yeah. So once you have all that in there, you just want to mix it.
So you're gonna mix all the spices in with the pork. And then you're going to put the pork in the freezer for about a half an hour. All the equipment that you're using, the grinder, the blade, even the stuffer that you're going to push the meat through the grinder with, that should be cold.
It's been about 30 minutes. We took out the meat from the freezer, and we're back in the sausage corner at Amis.
So we got our grinder here. We're just going to put all the meat into the top of the grinder, and then you're going to slowly kind of force it through with this bright green plunger.
Now look how it's coming out. It's nice and it's ground properly. The fat is not smearing. It's also really easy to grind the sausage at home as well because the KitchenAid makes a great attachment for it, and it works just as well. We're almost done, right?
Yeah. Now we mix.
All right, so we just got finished grinding the sausage. And this is time where we're going to mix it with a little bit of wine, the wine that's actually been soaking with the garlic. We don't want the garlic in there, so we're just going to pour the wine in. We're going to glove up. When you're making sausage, you need rubber gloves. And then you just want to mix it up. You don't want to over mix it because you can get that, what we were talking about, fat smear.
So this is the sausage stuffer. Basically, you have a tube here where all the meat goes in here. You have the nozzle, and then we have this hand crank that's as you crank it, it's going to push the lever down, and it's going to squeeze the meat out through the nozzle into the casing.
Once it starts to get tacky against the bowl, then you can stop mixing it, and you know it's ready.
All right, our casings are they're hog casings, and these are, again, they're going to be the standard casing that you're going to use for like an Italian sausage. So now we're going to, boom. Take the meat, jam it in there. We're going to take this. We're going to hook this on here.
And if you don't have one of these at home, don't worry about it because the KitchenAid attachment that you grind the sausage on also comes with a stuffing attachment.
Also important here is you want to bring, when you're stuffing this, you want to bring the meat to the very tip.
You want to lube it up a little bit.
Lube it up, get it nice and wet.
And then you want to put a little bit of water inside the casing, see? Because it's going to help lube it all the way on. All right. Now you want to tie it in a knot. And then you want to hold it, and you want to give it a little bit of tension as it's coming out. Because you don't want the casing to break. As you can see how the meat's coming out, you can see the pieces of fat in there. And it looks like it's been ground properly, mixed properly, and there's no fat smear in here whatsoever. Give it another little squeeze.
That's it, dude. That's all we got. That's all she got.
All right. Well, if you got a little extra casing, you can use that later. Now you got a couple ways you can go about this. You can actually leave this like this, or you can tie it with string, or you can just twist them into links. Twist one towards you, twist the next one away from you. And then you got a little piece that's left here. You can either leave it like that or tie it with a piece of string. You know, if you're going to throw these on the grill or open them back up after to put on a pizza maybe, or gnocchi, you know, you can leave them just like this, and that's it.
These are ready to go. So thanks for watching Dude Food.
And don't forget to subscribe.
You love it, but how much do you really know about it? Watch Truly and the gang as they get to the disgusting underbelly of cheese. Pizza covered in mayonnaise? Sign us up to puke. Find out who's serving it on the Food Feeder. Who knew Gangnam was Korean for delicious? Okay, that's a lie. But check out Richard Blaze's mouth-watering Gangnam-style burger. John Stage of Dinosaur Barbecue shows you how to make a manly, meaty masterpiece of a ribeye. Subscribe for more free tasted treats.